Hi everybody, welcome to this installment of Upsco videos on Caldertech Electrofusion. Today I came out here into basically the middle of nowhere to talk to you about data collection. Most of us don't think about data collection when it comes to electrofusion. We've often just blown right on by it. But there have been some advancements, most particularly with the Caldertech line of equipment. Now we've been able to introduce what is called the CalderSafe and the CalderSafe Weld Analyzer. Now, they're not to be confused, they are two separate entities but work very closely together in giving us all the best product we can as far as data collection. Now, CalderSafe is an application that runs within your Electrofusion processor and is able to communicate wirelessly to your choice of Android device. Today I have a tablet, but you could also use a Droid-based phone. Now the Weld Analyzer is something different, but it does work with the CalderSafe. The Weld Analyzer is what will give you all that data that CalderSafe collects and transfer it to a desktop or laptop of your choosing. It'll do it via an email automatically and send it to who you'd like to get. From there, all that data can then be broken down and put into a very user-friendly interface where you can take a quick snapshot as to what just occurred with the weld that you just did. Okay, so let's jump into our CalderSafe app first. We won't deal with the Weld Analyzer until a little bit later. So we've got our Android tablet here and we downloaded the CalderSafe app onto it. What this app's going to let us do is connect to our Griffin Electrofusion unit. So I can see here, that's the serial number for the unit that I want to hook to. It's an A436. My Griffin is fired up. I can go to my app, tell it to tap to connect. It's now connecting to this box right here. It's going to come up and tell me now it's time to follow the directions on the unit itself to continue with the weld. So what we'll do is we're going to connect our scanner, we'll go ahead and hook up to our fitting, we'll get everything set up, and then let's come back and take a look at how we go from there. Okay, so we got connected to our fitting, we've got our scanner in. The unit right now is asking me to scan the weld badge and get the fusion parameters in. At the same time, the app is running in the background on my tablet, and it's waiting for more communication from this box. So we're going to set the tablet down and go like we normally would with any other weld. We'll scan that fitting. And it came up, it was a 2-inch IPS fitting. It knows it's a 90-second heat time. Right now you can see a screen on here where it is communicating with the tablet. The tablet is now asking me to take a primary photo of the joint. We get the option of 4 photographs for every joint. What I like to do with my photographs is I'm going to take the first one where I can see that I have scraped and properly prepared the pipe, my stab depth is set, and my joint is totally restrained within the Calderfail super clamp. So I'm going to go ahead and take that photo, capture all of that data. I like that photo. It looks good. So I'm going to hit OK. Now it's going to ask me if I want to take another picture. And I think I will, just for our sake of what we're doing today. I'll take a picture from a little different angle. I'll get one up here. It's going to show me that picture, and I'll hit OK. It's going to ask me now, do I want to take another one? No, I don't at this point in time. Now here's where the tablet and the app take over the operation of the electrofusion process. As soon as I say no, and the tablet feels it's satisfied with the data it's got so far, it's going to go ahead and tell that box, fire off that joint. So let's do it. We'll see now on the screen, it is starting to count down. Our fusion process has started. We'll give it just a minute, come back and see how we did at the end. Okay, so we gave our fitting the 90-second heat time, it's welded, and we gave it the 10-minute cool time. The tablet has now been satisfied, it's captured all of that data. It was asking me if I wanted to perform another weld. I don't need to do another one right now, so I hit no, and it brings me into my weld history. I've got some joints here that I did previously. Weld number 10 here, that's the one that I did today. Now real quick, as an operator in the field, I can click on that weld. It's going to show me the pictures that I took. And down here at the bottom, it's going to say submit. As soon as I hit submit, it's uploading that weld record. That weld record is going to the email that I chose to send it to. That just happens to be me. So let's go take a look at the laptop here and see what we can see from that joint. Okay. So the email got sent, comes in from alert.caldertech@gmail. What we get on the email body itself is a real quick snapshot as to what just took place. Now, if you were a supervisor with a mechanic out in the field who just did this weld, what would come in across your phone or in your computer would be an attached file that it's asking you to open. It's going to tell you the weld number. This one happened to be weld number 10. The operator name was Christian, myself, and the weld status on this just says good weld. So that's a real quick snapshot as to what took place. If there was an anomaly that the CalderSafe app had picked up, it would tell you there's a problem with that weld status, and you would definitely want to take a closer look as soon as you could. But now with the attached file, once you open up that zip file, now's when the weld analyzer comes into play. I know we talked about this briefly before, but this is the software that then takes that data that the CalderSafe has sent to the tablet and then onto my laptop. And what this gives us is a much more in-depth look at what exactly took place while we fused this 2-inch coupling. What you're going to see here up top is what we saw before. It's weld number 10, who the operator was, the date and time that it was done, and that it's a good weld. It's a weld complete. It's going to tell you it was a barcode weld. It's going to tell you what barcode it was. It's going to tell you what the fitting was, as in this case was a 2-inch IPS coupler. It's also going to show you who the manufacturer was, in this case Central Plastics. What the total welding time was, the actual welding time, the cooling time, the voltage, resistance, energy, temperature, and a lot of other good stuff that we really want to see. Then down here it gives us a good snapshot here in a bar graph. We've got 3 different colors here. These colors are going to be our blue, green, and red. The blue is our supply voltage. That's what we want to see nice and steady all the way across. That's going to let us know that the generator didn't run out of power, somebody didn't unplug the unit inadvertently during the fuse. Then you've got your output voltage going to the fitting and your output current. Those both will spike right when the fusion process starts. Then from there on out, there should be a nice steady drop all the way to the end. And this will give you, a supervisor or a mechanic, a real good look at what happened and the confidence to know you can go ahead and backfill that fitting. Okay, so that shows us basic operation of the CalderSafe and the weld analyzer programs. It should be noted though that you do not have to utilize the wireless operation in order to capture that data. With every unit that comes from CalderTech, you will get a memory drive. On this memory drive is the weld analyzer software. So you can take this memory drive, put it into your unit, download all the weld records, whether it be 1 or 1,000, onto this memory drive, put it into your laptop, and it will upload the CalderSafe software and all of your joint records. So whether you choose to operate via a Bluetooth connection with a wireless device, or you choose to do it with a memory stick and download either daily or by the hour, one way or the other, you can capture that data and it will be there for you to use.